Hi guys, it's Jake here at Goods, Gadgets, and Gear. This is a video about this little device. This is a smoke detector. You can see it says Honeywell right there. It's a collaborative It's a collaborative project with Xiaomi, which is the premier electronics manufacturer and all kinds of household goods products manufacturer in China. And they do very good quality stuff. And Honeywell. And they've worked together to create this detector, and it works along with the Gateway system that I've introduced in a previous video. If you do not have that Gateway, that's a security system hub. It works together with all kinds of security features. You can have motion detectors. You can have door and window breach alarms. You can have smoke detectors with it. You can have cameras that will record when people go through doorways or even when they just walk by the camera. Moisture sensors so that if your basement starts flooding, you get an alert for that. There's a load and loads more features that you can get with that system, and just add them on yourself. And it's a self-managed security system. So it's not managed by some external company that you have to sign up with. There's no monthly fees. There's no other things. You just buy the equipment, you set it up yourself, and off you go. The thing is about this stuff is it's Chinese based, but the apps have a lot of English parts in them. So with a little bit of effort, you can get through and set these things up, even though they are Chinese language devices. My app has almost everything for this thing in English, but the few things that are in Chinese, I just use a second cell phone that I have. It's an old phone that I don't use anymore. I just put the Google Translate app on there, and you take a picture or you just a live view of your screen of the phone that this is hooked up with, and you can read what's on the screen in Chinese on the second device in English. It translates live on the fly. It's really, really cool. So you use that, you can set up all kinds of things. So I set up this smoke detector, and I set it up and created an alarm. It sends an alarm to my cell phone when this thing goes off. I have it set up so that it would record video and upload it automatically to the internet. I got it set up so that not only will this alarm go off, but my Gateway alarm will also go off. Because those are in two different parts of the house, now I've got an audible smoke detector alert in more than one place, even though the fire might still be very isolated in one spot. So, and this is physically small. It's very, very good. It uses a CR123A battery, which is pretty small. They're easy to get these days anywhere in the world, Canada, United States, Europe, everywhere you go. You can just go to Amazon. You can find those batteries very, very easily. That's not a problem to get. And so this is what I'm talking about today. If you are looking for a smoke detector for your house, and please, if you don't have one, get one. If you're like me, I have multiple smoke detectors. I just don't want to risk my family at all, even though my family's mostly all grown up now, and my son's moving out in May, and it'll just be my wife and I living at home. Still, I want smoke detectors all over the place. So if there is a fire, we can easily get out in time, and maybe even get the fire fought much more quickly before it spreads to the entire house. The quicker you can contact services, the less damage it'll do before it spreads. So there you go. And this system, when the smoke detector goes off, there's a little button right here. You just press it, and it turns it back off again. Very easy to set up. If you've got a Gateway system set up already with your cell phone, this is very easy. You just hit the link, tell it to find this. You search through a whole list of devices. I'll show you a screenshot of it right now. And you pick the one that says smoke detector. You click on it, and the app starts talking to this. You've got the battery in already. The app starts talking to this, and it'll tell you to press the button 3 times. And you press this button 3 times, click, 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 and it finishes talking with this thing. And it might even set up a new firmware for this. You'll do that through your Bluetooth talking to this. And this will connect then to your Wi-Fi system. So it'll be connected to your Wi-Fi directly to your Xiaomi Gateway, and they'll take care of everything. And when there is a problem, this will talk to the Gateway, and then the Gateway will talk to your cell phone. and then you call the authorities. Well, first you get out of the house. So that's what this thing's about. How much does this cost? It's not super cheap. It costs a little bit because of all that it does. In US dollars, it's $30.87. In Canadian dollars, it's $39.39. In euros, 26.12. In British pounds, it's 23.24. And so there's a whole lot of technology in this little thing. So you're not going to get it for free, but it's a whole lot cheaper for the same kind of features than you could get anywhere else. So let's demonstrate how it works. So we're going to do a test now on the smoke detector. I'm going to light some paper up, make a little bit of smoke. When this alarm goes off, you should also hear something that sounds like an air raid siren. And that's going to be my Xiaomi Gateway, which I have another video on. That's the main hub for the entire whole house security system. That's also going to fire off an air raid siren. That's what it's going to sound like. So it'll be distinct from this, so you'll know. This is a high-pitched beep. And I will also get a signal on my cell phone at the same time as well. Unfortunately, the only thing I can find so far on how to set it up on the cell phone is it gives me a vibration alert. The tiny little icon comes up at the top of the screen and it's just a vibration. It doesn't have any words or other signal saying what it is. That's all I can figure out. And that's how I have to leave it for this review. If somebody else knows how to get it to send me a signal that's more explicit that this is a fire detector alarm, I would very much appreciate that. But for now, that's the biggest con that I see on this device is the signal that it sends to me remotely. And I can, anywhere I am in the world, it'll send me that little bit of a buzz, but it's just a vibration. So if there's a better signal that it can send me on my phone, please let me know if you know about that. But it works great in the house. It hooks up to the security system. I can set it so that when the smoke alarm goes off, it starts recording a video, and I can make it so that video automatically gets uploaded to the cloud. All kinds of stuff. I can set it when the smoke alarm goes on, that any lights that I have controlled by the system, and I don't have any in my house, but I've been reading up on it. You can have lights that are controlled by the gateway, and then you can turn on all those lights. That can help in a fire with helping find an escape route. Unfortunately, lights are usually up high, but any light that you add into that kind of situation, especially at night, can be helpful. So it can do all kinds of really good features that are very helpful that you don't see in most security systems. And this is like very, very inexpensive. Again, the big drawback here, and I've said it on other videos, is that it doesn't have a central connection to a business, like a security business, somewhere across town. So it won't automatically call the police for you. It doesn't have that kind of security. It just has all local security. And all it does is, at best, contact you on your cell phone with information. And then you have to, from there, call the authorities, call the fire department, call whatever, to get help. So let's test this and we'll show you how it works. Get some fire going, blow it out, get that smoke going. Okay, you can hear it starting. And now you can hear the air raid siren. Pretty cool if you ask me. Now let's turn this off, press the button. It got bent, it all started all riled up too. So there you go, that's how it works. I very much like this. It's got a lot of huge pluses on it. It's not very expensive at all. But, for that savings in price, it does have certain limitations. And I'm more than prepared to live with those because this does a whole lot better than my other fire smoke detectors do. They're just simply local and they just make a little bit of a noise here in the house. At least this way I get some kind of identification telling me that there's something going on more than just, my own smoke detector. And so if I'm not at home, at least I'll get some kind of information more than I would otherwise. So thanks for watching this video. Thanks for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, and all that other great stuff. Until next time, we'll see you.